Kids. All people are asking about is when are you having kids? I don't know if I'm having kids, okay? Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be doing a question and answer for you. I jumped on Snapchat and I said that I was going to be filming my Q&A today, so to leave me your questions on Twitter, and the tweets are rolling in so quickly right now. So I'm gonna try to answer as many questions as possible and not dilly-dally along on my answers. I hope you guys enjoy. I love doing Q&As because I just get to kind of like chill and give you guys answers. I sound like an idiot. Let's get started, people. Please don't mind my overly tan hands. I know, it's not cute. I'm fully aware of this. I put on the 8-hour tanner last night and I applied way too much on my hands, and now it's like the dead giveaway that I self-tan. I was trying to make them look prettier by putting some rings on, but I'm like, I don't think anything's gonna help at this point. So as I'm scrolling down Twitter, I see overall the #1 asked question is, am I going to have my own cosmetic line? Is that a rumor or is it true? So I figured that that's the question that I would start with, since it is like literally every other tweet. And yes, I am going to have my own cosmetic line. I have been dropping hints and I've been talking about it for years now. My mom and I have been working on it for 3 years. I am doing everything, every single little tiny detail on my own. I am the only one paying for it. I am the only one in control. It has been such a learning experience. It has been so hard. My mom and I are working our butts off, but I wanted to be able to make sure that whatever I put my name on is like fully mine, and I can take full responsibility and it can be my creation. So that's what we're working on right now. The launch keeps getting pushed back because we keep running into walls, and it's been a learning process for sure. It's been amazing. I'm so thankful for it, but you guys will see it next year. Alex Simpson said, I absolutely love you and your videos. Thank you, Alex. And she asked, what is your favorite thing about being a YouTuber? And honestly, there's like 2 different aspects to it. My favorite thing about being a YouTuber for myself personally is the self-confidence that has given me, because when I started YouTube, just like every other girl basically, was just very insecure in like my own skin. I hated the sound of my own voice. I hated the way I looked on camera. My face just looked so crooked and weird, and I hated the way my mouth looked. Like I was just so hard on myself. And now that I've gotten so used to seeing myself on camera all the time, I've just gotten more comfortable in my own skin, and it's just made me like love me more. Now, of course, also looking at myself on camera every day, I'm also like, oh, I need to fix this about my face. Oh, that doesn't look cute. Oh, we need a little nip and tuck. It also makes you harder on yourself in some aspects, but it's also made me love myself. And the second thing, like overall about being a YouTuber, is the connection that I have with so many people that I've never met. I think that it is truly a beautiful thing. When I'm just like walking through the mall or walking down the street, I swear to God, it's like I will feel something. Like I'll feel something on the right hand side, and I'll turn and I'll see someone looking at me, and I will know, like, we know each other. I have like this connection with my subscribers, even though I've never met you and you've only seen me and I've never seen you. I swear it's like 99% of the time when I see a subscriber, I'll like look across and I'll be like, hey girl, and we'll make eye contact, and it's like I know you. It's so crazy, but I just have this connection with my subscribers and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like anytime I'm ever anywhere with a friend, a family member, and I meet a subscriber, whenever we walk away, they always say the same thing. They're like, I would have never known you'd even know that girl. Like you guys just had such a connection. And I'm like, I know, that's how it is. But that's like my overall favorite thing, for sure. Haley Coogan asked, what filming camera do you use, girl? I am currently using the EOS 5D. So I have gone through so many cameras, and I am now at the 5D. So it's like a camera, like you have to plug it in. I have like a viewfinder right here. Like I'll literally show you what my viewfinder looks like. Like this is what my viewfinder, that's kind of creepy looking, right? But this is what my viewfinder looks like. It's literally a TV that I got for like 30 bucks, and I have it plugged in with an HDMI cable, and then I use the Canon EOS 5D, and I go back and forth with different lenses all the time, for those of you who are curious. Sandra asked, if you could be one of your dogs, who would it be? It would definitely be Frankie, because I have a soft spot in my place for Georgie, for sure. Like to me, I'm like, Georgie's the like misunderstood, awkward one who's just special, and you know, like he can come off kind of mean and aggressive, but he's got such a sweetheart, whereas Frankie is just like stupid and loves his life. Like he will just like trample over everything and not even notice, with his little tail wagging, just so happy to be alive. Like he lives with his head in the clouds. So I would be Frankie. Aisha, or maybe her name is pronounced Isha, I'm so sorry if I don't have that right, girl, but it's a She said, was there a point in your life that you thought that you were in love with someone else besides John, like a boyfriend? Absolutely. I made a video all about my ex-boyfriend that I dated for 3 years before John. It's called My Dysfunctional Relationship, and I talk all about that. But yes, I 100% thought I was in love. I still think that I was in love with him to a certain degree, like for sure. Like that was my idea of love. That was the most that I was able to love him. But yeah, I mean, I believe that you can love more than one person in a lifetime. Romantically, like that's just my beliefs. I don't think that there's like only one person out there for everybody. If you guys watch the show Friends, Monica one time makes a statement to Chandler and she says like, I don't believe in soulmates. She says, I believe that you find someone and you fall in love with them and you work your ass off to make it work. And that's what I believe in. Like I believe that you find someone, you have a connection, you fall in love with them, and you have to work very hard at keeping that relationship. Claretta asked, will you ever do a meetup in London? I love you so much and I want to meet you so bad. Thank you so much. The fact that someone wants me to like travel across the ocean to come meet them is like so surreal and crazy and sweet. I would love to do a meetup in London. Are you kidding me? I would love to go to London. I'm very scared of traveling over water. I've finally gotten over my fear of flying in general. Like I can fly anywhere in the US and not be scared anymore. Thank you, God, and essential oils and my iPad. But I'm still scared to travel overseas. I've turned down so many opportunities to go anywhere, like London and Greece and Dubai. I've turned it down because I know it's stupid. I know, but it's like I have to get over that fear. I have to at some point, and once I do, I will go to London. Laura asked, if you had to choose one favorite pinky nude lipstick of all time, which would it be? Love from Argentina. Aw, she's part of the Snapchat fam. Love you, girl. One favorite pinky nude lipstick of all time. I think it would be Blush Nude by Tom Ford, honestly. Blush Nude or She by House of Dolls. How do you keep your hair color so perfect and how often do you color? Okay, so I don't feel like I keep my hair color so perfect, but thank you. Her name is Heidi. I get my hair colored like religiously every 5 weeks. If my hair goes 6 weeks, you'll really see my roots. Now, it's not even because of the color that I get it colored that often, but it's because once my roots grow in, it's very ugly. Like, I don't know if you can see my roots in this light. They're like a centimeter long right now. But once my roots come in, it is not good. Like the red with the roots, and I'm very picky about that. So I get my hair done religiously every 6 weeks. I'm sorry, 5 weeks. And as far as keeping the color up, I wash my hair with a red shampoo and conditioner that really makes a difference in the vibrancy of it. Before I use that, my hair would dull out very fast. But now that I use that, it lasts a lot longer. And I'll leave the name of the shampoo and conditioner down below. It's called Davines, but I always get questions about it, so I'll leave it down there in the description bar. Ooh, Gabby asked the hardest question of all time. J-Lo or Beyonce? Oh! I know that everyone out there is gonna say Beyonce, but I can't help it, you guys. I saw Beyonce live, I saw her performance, and I saw J-Lo, and honestly, after seeing J-Lo, she made me love her 100 times more. Like, I cried so many times watching J-Lo. It was emotional, it was amazing. She's so talented, she's so happy doing it. She smiles the whole time. She's just so zesty and full of life. And when I met her, she was just so kind. And yes, I have to say J-Lo. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said J-Lo, but it's J-Lo. I love her. She's my queen. Abby Wendell asked, what was your favorite part about collaborating with Becca? I love you so much. I love you too, Abby. Thank you. My favorite part about collaborating with Becca, I would have to say, is the fact, again, my answers are gonna sound kind of strange to certain things, but for me personally, it was just kind of the thing of like, just them believing in me, what it did for me on the inside, like just the way it made me feel was my favorite part about the collaboration. Just the fact that like they gave me a chance and Sephora gave me a chance, and the fact that they just reached out to me and wanted to work with someone like me, it just made me feel great about the world that we live in, you know? It's like, that someone will just take someone so small and be like, here, let's do this. It just, I don't know, my answer might sound weird, but it just made me feel like amazing. It made me feel amazing and just so blessed. And seeing my face in Sephora was really cool too, but like what it did like to my heart like was more important to me. So yeah, anyways. Rifa, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm sorry, I suck so bad at names sometimes. She asked, would you ever write a book/autobiography? I would totally buy that. Actually, as funny as it is, my mom and I keep saying that I'm going to write a book soon. Like, not soon meaning like this year, but like I'm turning what? I'm turning up. I'm turning 26 and I would like to write a book by the time I'm 30. Just like talking about everything. Because I'm very honest and open here with you guys, but I mean, I haven't told you everything. I've given you like quite a bit, but not even 50% of my life and 50% of what actually goes on off camera. And I would love to one day just like tell the truth about just like, not like I've ever lied, but just like tell my truth, like where I came from and what my background has been and what goes on when the camera turns off and like my real life and my issues, and try to help it to encourage other girls, because I feel like everything can seem so perfect on camera and it's not like that at all. And I know that some people hate that. Sometimes when I tell everyone like, oh yeah, social media is just smoke and mirrors, I have people commenting like, I'm unsubscribing because you're saying that it's smoke and mirrors, and people don't want to believe that. People want to believe that like my life is perfect and everyone's lives are perfect, but I mean it really is like we're such normal people. Like such normal people. We get in fights with our husbands, and like I sit on the couch and I eat ice cream and I'm like, I'm such a fat ass. And like I read my comments sometimes and people make me cry about the things they say. Like I'm a person. So I would like to write a book all about everything. Allison Frost asks, when have you felt the most challenged? Ooh, that is a good question. With what I'm currently working on. There's some stuff that I'm working on that no one knows that I have been working on with someone for a full 2 years. It's about to be a full 2 years that I've been working on this, and it has been so challenging. Like, oh my God, like every obstacle, every speed bump, every roadblock that we could have hit, we have. It was supposed to only take less than a year, and we're about to hit the 2 year mark, right? A year and a half mark. We're at a year and a half right now of how long it's been really challenging. You guys will see soon though, you'll see. Mary asked, if you could travel to any place or city in the world, where would you go and who would you go with? Love you. Love you too, Mary. That's a good question. I've answered this before and I feel like it changes all the time, but I really think that I would go to Santorini, Greece. But my entire life, my entire family has always wanted to go to Bora Bora. Like we've talked about Bora Bora since I was maybe like 13 years old, and we've always said like, one day we're gonna go to Bora Bora. And like, when I get over my fear of flying and like something amazing happens, I really, really want to just take my entire family to Bora Bora one day. Like that'd be incredible, but it's so far from me. It's like almost 2 days of traveling, so I'm so scared. But Santorini, I am like dying to go to Santorini, and I would want to go there with John, of course. I mean, but like I'm the kind of person that's like the more the merrier. I'm like, I want everybody to come. Let's go together. One of my fan pages asked, Jaclyn, are you still planning on moving? And yes, me and John are still planning on moving to a new house, but I mean, it's not in God's time. It's just not happening right now. It's obviously not supposed to happen right now. So I have put the house hunting on hold and figured that we would just wait until 2017. The house that I live in is not ideal. It has its issues. We're renting. I'm dying to buy. I'm dying to be a homeowner, but there's nothing in the area that I need to be in that's popping up right now. So it's just not meant to be. So I have this feeling that 2017 is going to be my year. I have a feeling that like next spring, like that's gonna be my moment. Like the right house is gonna pop up and it's gonna happen. So in the meantime, we're fine. We live in a great place. We're comfortable. We're fine. Elena asked, will you be collaborating with any other makeup brands soon? Skylar asked, if or when you have kids, do you have any names in mind? And I've said before that John and I, we don't know if we're gonna have kids. It's really not in the cards for us. We have 4 nieces and nephews, and especially now that my sister lives here with her 2 kids, like me and John are around children all the time. We have been ever since we got married. When we got married, Talia, which is now the oldest, she's 10, she was 3. So I mean, like we've been around kids forever. We've been here as they've been born and growing up and birthdays and all that jazz. So we definitely have like the fulfillment of children around us, but it's just not in our plans to have kids. People are obsessed with us having kids. Like I can't even tell you how many tweets and comments I get every day from people asking when me and John are gonna have kids. But here's the thing is, it's like, if I had a baby, do you guys realize that I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing like I'm doing it? Like I wouldn't be on Snapchat every day like, hey guys! I wouldn't be making YouTube videos probably as frequently. Like if I was trying to start a company, be a YouTuber, and be a mom, like I'm the kind of person that if I'm gonna have a baby, I'm not gonna toss my baby off to my husband and a nanny. Like I'm gonna be a full-time, hands-on, dedicated mom that is a human being, that is a huge responsibility, and I'm gonna be like obsessed with pouring every moment of my love and time into that child. And it would take up a lot of my time and I wouldn't be able to do everything that I'm doing right now. So If I had a baby, it would kind of mess up my plans right now. If I accidentally got pregnant, like, would I like freak out and be devastated? No, a child is always a beautiful thing, you know? But everyone is always asking about kids. It's just not in my plans right now. But yes, John and I actually have discussed what our kids' names would be if we had a boy and a girl, and we already know the names that they would be if it happened. We've had them picked out for like 6 years. But yeah, I mean, that's if we ever get pregnant, but I don't know if we will. Neffy asked, what Disney villain would you be? I mean, my initial reaction is Maleficent, only because I think she's so amazing, but that's not actually who I would be, because I'm not like that fierce and quiet and refined. I feel like it'd probably be like Ursula, like, touch your souls. I'm gonna go with Maleficent, you know, because I feel like the other ones are just like shady assholes, but like Maleficent, like, she's justified. Like, I'm team Maleficent. Maddie asked, where do you see yourself in 10 years with YouTube? In 10 years, I don't even know if I'll be doing YouTube. I have no idea. I don't even know if I'll be alive. 10 years? I mean, I'm always thinking about the fact that, like, there's always something new and better and brighter. There's always upcoming stars. Like, that's just how it is. I'm gonna work my ass off to do the best I can with everything, with my YouTube channel, my subscribers, with everything else that I'm working on, my upcoming projects and everything. But I mean, it's only a matter of time, I feel, until someone else comes out with something that's even better than YouTube. Like, I feel like they're probably working on it right now as we speak, something that they're planning to, like, eat YouTube and take it over, you know? And it's like, with Google like runs this world. Who knows what's up their sleeve next? I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's not even in my power. Like, I could wake up tomorrow morning and my YouTube channel could be shut down. Like, YouTube could crash and everything could be gone, which is like, I'm not kidding. I have nightmares about that. I'll be like, ah! Courtney asked, how do you feel about wearing makeup to the gym, beach, and pool? Is it bad for your skin, or are there only certain products you can wear? How do I feel about it? I don't wear makeup to the pool, the beach, or the gym. I mean, I don't go to the gym, but I'm actually going to start going to the gym very soon, though. I'm scared. I personally don't wear makeup to those places just because I feel like, what's the point? I'm gonna sweat it off at all 3 of those places, and I'm gonna feel disgusting, and I'm gonna be like, oh, my face. Like, I don't know if you guys follow Reezy on Snapchat, but I swear to God, that girl goes on vacation and she's out at the pool just like slaying in like 100-degree heat with her makeup just looking perfection. I'm like, hi, teach me your ways, because that is not me. It's literally like expectations versus reality. Me at the pool or at the beach, I'm like a beached whale, like sweating my ass off. Like, I have like a beet red face because I'm so sensitive, and it's like I'm sunburned even though I'm wearing like 100 like SPF. It's not a good situation. So I kind of just skip makeup for the most part, unless I'm in a climate where it's not super duper humid. If I was going to the beach in California, like in the springtime when it's like perfect at the beach, like maybe 70s and no humidity, then I might wear some makeup. But for the most part, like here in Florida, it's like with humidity, like swampland, and like that face don't stand a chance, girl. Like, I don't do it. Maddie McCool, okay, that's an awesome name. Maddie McCool said, she asked, what has been the most rewarding experience so far in your makeup journey? Oh, that one's easy. That is being able to hire my family, like to work for me and my company and my project and everything I'm working on. Absolutely, hands down. The day that I got to hire my mom and have her work for me, and to be able to give her a job, to provide her a job that she loves, you know, and she absolutely loves working for me, and seeing her so happy. I mean, it's been the best reward, absolutely hands down, over anything else that I've done. Erica asked, what lipstick or gloss are you wearing on your snap today? Funny that you shall ask. I actually can't talk about that quite yet. Miriam asked, one food that you could eat every day. I feel like it'd be sushi or pasta, like pasta carbonara with bacon. Oh my God, I'm so hungry right now. If my sister was here right now, she'd be like, fruit, grapes, smashed grapes, liquid grapes. Actually, wine. I would eat wine every day. Aww. Young Z said, do you think you'll ever stop doing YouTube videos, or when? Probably gonna be the worst day ever. That is so sweet. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna stop doing them at some point. I don't think I'm gonna be like a 50-year-old lady, like still doing YouTube. I don't think anyone's gonna wanna watch me, but I do not have like an end date. I'm not like December 27th. 2017, I'm done. Like, I have no idea when YouTube will start to die out and when I will start to die out. It's a matter of time, you know? I'm not like the bee's knees. It's not like everyone's gonna watch me forever, so I don't know, you guys, but I want to do it as long as possible. Annabeth Swanson asked, what video editing software do you use? I'm wanting to start my own YouTube channel and don't know where to start. I use Final Cut Pro now, but I just finally made the transition. I've edited, maybe like before a month ago, I've edited like 4 videos with Final Cut Pro, but I always went back to iMovie just because iMovie is like basic and simple and I've always known how to use it, but like Final Cut Pro is like iMovie's like hot older sister. So I finally made the transition and I've been using that now for like the past 4 videos, I think, and I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. Manny totally helped me at first, and now every single 10 minutes when I'm editing, I'm Googling stuff and asking questions and watching YouTube how videos on Final Cut Pro, but I'm teaching myself and I'm learning and I'm growing, and that is what I'm using now. And I have to say Final Cut Pro is so much better. Like there's no comparison how much better it is. Mari asked, do you play Pokemon Go? No, I don't, but everybody else in my life does. My husband is always playing Pokemon Go, and he's now been playing it with our nieces and nephews, and they're like running around the neighborhood playing Pokemon Go, and I'm like, what is going on? I just found out about it like 2 days ago, honestly. I was like, I'm sorry, what? But it sounds like a really awesome game, and the fact that it's getting people like off their butts and you have to like walk around to do it, I think is super, super cool. It's like bringing people together, which is awesome. Mena asked, do you have any tips on how to deal with anxiety? Ooh, I have gone back and forth on making a video all about anxiety, depression, panic attacks, that kind of stuff, and I just keep telling myself, no, don't do it. I just like keep psyching myself out just because I feel like it's a video that I could easily get worked up about, and I could easily get offended because I know it's gonna be one of those videos where people are gonna have some stuff to say about it. They're gonna have some stuff to say about me, and it's like one of those areas of my life that I'm fine with admitting that I have anxiety. I'm fine with admitting that I deal with this stuff. I'm human, hello. But I am not okay with people. Like there's been a couple of comments I've received in the past from people coming at me, attacking me for having anxiety, like putting me down and using that as their weapon, and it makes me so angry. I can't handle it. So that's the thing. I mean, it sucks, but that's like the one video that I'm truly afraid to make because of what people will say. Tips on dealing with anxiety, there's so many different things. I have dealt with anxiety my whole life. I remember it literally kicked in when I was 15 years old. I remember the day, not anxiety, I've had anxiety ever since I was a little girl, but I remember the day that panic kicked in. Like I was 15 years old and I remember I had my first panic attack, and it's like from that moment on, like I was just like screwed. It was just a bad situation. I've tried everything, you know, yoga and praying and God and going to church and essential oils and deep breathing and taking time for myself. And honestly, more than anything, the number one thing is for me is to get out of my own head, because people, for the most part, me and so many people that I know, the people that I know in my world, in my life that have the worst anxiety, they seem to be the most creative and the coolest people I know, but yet internally they're dying inside. They're so just ripped up and torn apart on their insides, but they look so fun and funny and put together from the outsides, but on the insides it's like miserable. If you have anxiety, my number one tip to you is to put it to good use. I understand what it's like to be glued to your bed and so full of anxiety and panic that you can't take a shower. I've been there, I'm not even kidding. It's been bad, like really bad. And my tip is to get out of your own head. Just get out of it. Like realize that you are okay. You're going to be fine. Worst case scenario, what? You panic so hard that you pass out? Okay, so pass out. Go ahead, pass out right here on the floor. Just do it, pass out. Like, it's gonna happen. Worst case scenario, you're gonna go to a hospital. They're gonna say, you're fine, this is anxiety, go home. Like, the worst case scenario isn't even that scary. We're so scared of losing control. We're so scared of not being in control, but we all need to realize at the end of the day, we aren't in control. A meteor could hit us right now, and poof, we could be gone. Like, the world could end. You are not in control, and it's so scary to accept that. It's so hard, but once you do, that's where freedom and happiness lies, is in the fact that you are not in control. Just let go and let God. I know it sounds cheesy, but just let yourself live. I could start crying talking about this because I'm finally at a place where I feel like, yes, I have control over my mind, because that's all I can control. So I tell myself, I can't control the situation, but I can control how I handle it. So when I get on a plane, if there's terrible turbulence, I'm like, you know what? There's turbulence right now. You can't control it. You're here, but you can control the way you react. So calm down, turn on a movie, sit back, and shut your mind up and relax, because you're gonna have to go through this. And that's how I have overcome anxiety, is I've just been very hard on myself. I know it sounds mean, but I am way too hard on myself. Like every day of my life, my mom, my sister, my husband is always telling me, stop being so hard on yourself. I'm always upset with myself. I'm always coming down on myself. I'm always tearing me down. That's what I do best. But honestly, that's what people with anxiety do. Like, they have a little issue and then they're like, oh my God, I have an issue. Oh my God, it's worse. And then you make it big, 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 and it takes over your entire being. And it's like, just let it go. Just let it go. So what if you have that issue? Everyone has issues. When you're walking down the street, there are people all around you that have the exact same issues as you. Just let your mind go. Let it come to peace. Let it be peace. Do something you love. Find something to do with your hands. If it's makeup, do makeup. If it's drawing or painting or sketching, do something with your hands. Start organizing. Do something to keep your hands busy. And as you're looking at your hands busy, now your mind will get busy thinking about what your hands are doing and not so focused on stuff that you're creating. So, wow, that just went woo to another level. But yeah, I mean, I've struggled with it very hard. So if you struggle with anxiety hard, I'm not gonna say, look at me now, I'm amazing, because I'm like, I still have work to do in all aspects of my life. Hello. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not kidding. There was a time where basically for 6 months I did not get out of my bed. That's before I did YouTube, but I'm not joking. Like, there was a print of my body in me and John's mattress because I did not get out of bed. My panic was so bad. I couldn't breathe. I had cold sweats all the time. Like, I would burn up and then I'd get freezing and I would think like, oh, I'm sick, I need to go to the hospital. Nothing but anxiety. Like, it was ridiculous. But like, my life is nothing like that now. Like, I have overcome it. And if I can overcome it, you can, because there's nothing special about me that you don't have within you. So you got this. Sierra Garcia asks, peanut butter and jelly sandwich or grilled cheese? Grilled cheese. For sure, but it's hard because peanut butter and jelly sandwich with Cheetos are so good. Like, I don't know why, it just like reminds me of my childhood. Like, give me that Jif peanut butter, yes, with that Smucker's grape jelly. Oh my God. And then I take the Cheetos and I put them in the PB&J. Am I a weirdo for doing that? Is there anyone else that puts their chips in their sandwiches? Because John has seen me eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before and I stick my Cheetos in the sandwich and he's like, that's disgusting. And I'm like, you're disgusting. This is amazing. But I actually choose grilled cheese because of the fact that my mom has taught me how to make the most amazing grilled cheese in the entire world. Like, it is so bomb. It used to be like my mom's thing. Like, all my friends would come over in high school for my mom's grilled cheese. Like, they call and be like, hey, I'm coming over for your mom's grilled cheese. Like, we've always said that she needs to open up like a grilled cheese place, like a restaurant that's just nothing but her grilled cheeses. Like, I swear, I'm like, Mom, you have a line around the block for your grilled cheese. Kiki asked, do you still use Dr. George's Dental White Gel and Mouth Mold Guard for your teeth? Update oral care tips. Yes, I do still use Dr. George. I actually haven't whitened my teeth in so long though. Like, every single night when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm like, I need to whiten my teeth, and then I forget. So that is my absolute favorite still is Dr. George. Bomb. If you guys want me to make a video on like how I do my teeth tray molds and everything and how I whiten my teeth, I'll show you. Like, my entire whitening routine is like $20 or less. But yes, that is my favorite. Devin Miller asked, if you had one night to be a kid again, what Disney movie and food item would you choose to curl up with on the couch? Oh my God! I mean, I want to do that tonight. That sounds great. Disney movie and food item. Okay, well, I would definitely have a fruit roll-up for sure because my mom never let me have fruit roll-ups. My mom was like that mean, annoying mom that wouldn't let like junk food into the house. Like, it was such a special occasion if there was like soda in the house. It'd be such a big deal. So I would definitely have a fruit roll-up and I would watch Beauty and the Beast because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie. Favorite! I love it. The Beast is so sexy. Allison asked, what does John do for a living? Like, I know he's a musician, but does that make money? Yes, it does. John is a drummer, he's a musician. He went to school, he graduated in sound engineering, and he works at a studio and he does studio sessions. So he's like a session drummer. So yeah, he keeps himself pretty busy doing that. He's also working on some other projects on the side, but yes, John makes money doing that. Haley asked, how bad did the lip injections hurt? So it's interesting because first of all, there's numbing cream put on and I'm like, honey, load me up. Like, they put the numbing cream on and it actually made the tip of my tongue numb because it like seeped through and got my tongue numb, which was a really weird sensation. But I've heard other people say that they've accidentally talked too much and gotten it in their throat and their throat gets numb and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared of that. But anyway, so you're numbed and it hurts in certain places, but in others it doesn't. So like on the outer side of the lip, it doesn't hurt that much at all. Like, I actually got them touched up 2 days ago, which is why they're swollen right now. I don't know if you can tell, but they're swollen here and they're a little swollen. But anyways, so I got them touched up and when she put the needle here in the side, I literally did not feel one thing. I'm not being dramatic. I didn't feel anything. It just felt like this. I felt nothing. I was talking to her when the needle was in my lip. I was like, wait, it's in my lip right now? She was like, yes, it's currently in your lip. I was like, oh my God, I feel nothing. but when they do the top lip, that's when it hurts. And it's not even like a level 10 pain. It makes me do this. Every time it hurts, I go, that's my reaction. It's just one of those pains where you're like, but it's not like a, like it's not a pain where you're feeling like miserable. It's just like a sting and like and it goes away the second they take the needle out. And the needle's only in there for a couple seconds, so it's not like you have to live with that pain forever. Nikki asked, what did you spend your first YouTube paycheck on? Groceries. I remember that moment perfectly. I got paid. I got my check in the mail from YouTube, and I jumped on John's back, and he started like running around the house with me on his piggyback, and I was going, woohoo! With the check in my hand, and we literally got straight in our car, and we drove to Publix, and we spent every penny of that check on groceries. And that is what our first check went to. Very exciting. Makeup and Cocktails asked, why haven't you moved to California? Why Florida? There's several different reasons. I know this isn't the main reason, but I'm terrified of earthquakes. I'm so scared. When I was in California last time, the night before I left at like 1:30 in the morning, there was a baby earthquake, and the chandeliers were shaking, and the ground felt like it kind of just did like this little roll, and I'm not kidding, I almost passed out. I literally was like, I thought I was truly going to faint. Like, everyone was dying laughing at me because they're like, oh my God, we almost lost Jaclyn there for a minute. I'm terrified, but that's not the reason why. The reason why I don't live in California, even though it would be better for my business, is because business and money and my brand and what I'm working on is never as important to me as me, my life, my family. And I have my brother and his family here, and then my brother's wife, we have her mother here, we have all their kids here, we have my mom, and we have my sister now who just moved down here with her husband and their kids. So this is where my family is. So I'm not gonna pack up and leave. Like, this is where we are. And here, I get to live like my humble life with my family, and it's just quiet out here in Florida. So that's why I stay here. So that completes this video, you guys. I really hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much to everybody who went to Twitter and participated in this video by asking me questions. I really appreciate it. It would suck if I like snap, say, hey, can you go ask me questions, and not one person tweeted me. I would be like, no one cares about me. So thank you so much for caring and asking me questions. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next couple of days. Bye, guys.